I would also request you to put your hands together for a great man who I've come to meet and know, Dr. Pathak and his lovely wife, Mrs. Pathak. And I also know there's, and we have a lot of members of the Sulabh family here who have come. We have about 10 to 11 people. I know I can see Monica and Aarti here, and I see Goli Saab here, Lalit Saab here, and I know Madan Riya is here somewhere. And do meet them and greet them because they work very hard. If anybody heard the Trump Village and the work hard that was done in the Trump Village was named by Dr. Pathak, which happened at Rani Auntie's restaurant here. And that hard work now has become such a tremendous thing that President Trump and the US-India relationship is at the heights. And thanks to the conversation Prime Minister Modi had with President Trump. So once again, a round of applause for Dr. Pathak and Mrs. Pathak. And I would also like to have a round of applause for all of you. Wow. A little bit of the delay or the change in date. Everybody came and showed up to support Dr. Pathak and Sulabh, and most importantly, our heritage, what the mission is from Gandhiji to Prime Minister Modi ji is about clean India, and it's the dream of Prime Minister Modi and his vision, which he's fulfilling on behalf of Gandhiji, and the person who's really actively working on the ground is Dr. Pathak and Mrs. Pathak and the Sulabh Parivar. I just found out, in fact I did find out earlier today, Prime Minister Modi wrote a personal letter to Dr. Pathak. I'll read that for you. And then what we will do is Dr. Pathak will share the idea why he wrote the book on Prime Minister Modi, that his inspiration, how it came, and then we'll have few question answers. And then after that, we will be recognizing community leaders, leaders of the businesses and communities who've done things, and parents of kids who have done exceptionally well in this great country. That is what Prime Minister Modi wanted to do was when he came to the Madison Garden when he had 20,000 people, his vision and his dream was to unite the Indians overseas. And that's what we are looking to do, and that's what we're doing, and that's what Dr. Pathak is doing. So our goal is to recognize the leaders. We have few books to give, and as Dr. Pathak told me today morning, ye prasad hai, aur ye samay batna chahiye. So I promise you that we will be having this prasad go and spread around the community for the dedicated and the hard work you all do. And I know somebody got a prasad yesterday and she's smiling at the back. So Anupreet, that's meant for you. But anyway, I welcome you all. Thank you. And we will start with the reciting of the letter of Prime Minister Modi. Sir, back to please. Dr. Bindeshwar Pathak ji, I'm writing to you on a subject that is very close to Mahatma Gandhi's heart, Swachhta or cleanliness. In the coming days, we will commemorate Gandhi Jayanti, an inspiration to billions across generation and borders. Mahatma Gandhi recognized that our attitude towards cleanliness also reflects our attitude towards society. Bapu believed in achieving cleanliness through community participation. Bapu also believes strongly the Swachhta is for each of us to practice. Inspired by his noble thoughts and faith in the spirit of 125 crore Indians, let us renew our pledge towards cleanliness. Let us ensure that the coming days are about living the mantra of Swachhta Hi Seva. Leading up to Gandhi Jayanti, we can encourage widespread support for and participation in cleanliness initiatives across India. A clean India is the most notable service we can do for the poor, downtrodden, the marginalized. Unclean surroundings adversely impact the weaker section of society even more. The Sulabh family and you have devoted your life towards spreading the message of cleanliness. In my repeated interactions with you, I've seen your passion towards Swachh Bharat. During our recent meeting too, you showed me the work you have done for building 2 pit systems. I personally invite you to lend your support to the Swachhta Hi Seva movement and dedicate some time for the cause of a Swachh Bharat. Your participation will further inspire others to be part of the movement. You can share your experience with me on Narendra Modi mobile app. What a great leader. Let us all come together for cleanliness, pay a fitting tribute to Bapu, work towards building a new India. Jai Hind. Your Narendra Modi. To say a few words, share his journey, and then we'll have some few question answers before the beautiful book is released to the Washingtonians.
Honorable Griffith ji, all distinguished participants. I am thankful and grateful to all of you. I feel proud and privileged to be with you today, this evening. And I personally thank Rani Burma for organizing this event here at restaurant. I congratulate and thank Mr. Sulabh Jha for bringing me here from Washington DC. For the first time, I have come in the car, open car. I never traveled in the open car. Sulabh Jha, thank you also for this. My journey of 5 decades, so I would like to tire you by my experiences. In brief, I will tell you. And I will just tell you the problems India had, still has, and how I have solved the problems. I have shown the way how India can tackle those problems. And it was difficult for me to work in this sector because those who are Indians must be knowing the caste system in the country. And I'm from a Brahmin caste, and working for untouchables was very difficult. My wife is sitting by my side, and her father one day told me, I don't want to see your face. And what they were doing all these things, living with untouchables, working for toilet. People ask me what son-in-law is doing, what should I tell them? And had not been Brahmins, I would have married my daughter to somebody else, I said. So it was so difficult for me, my journey, so I want to go in detail that. India had a problem when I started in 1968. No house in rural area had a toilet. No school had a toilet. I studied in 4 schools. No school had toilets. So girls did not come to school. Children used to die because of diarrhea and dehydration. My own sister's son died of diarrhea. He was being taken to hospital on the day he died. And in urban areas, 85% houses used to clean by untouchables, like human scavengers. And in public places, there was no public toilet. And it was so dirty, nobody will go inside. People call it hell on the earth. So I have changed the situation of India, such a scenario. I have changed the environment of India. But still we have to go a long way because India is a big country, you must be knowing. Gandhi was the first person whose attention was drawn toward this problem. Gandhi himself said, till the untouchables clean night soil, nobody will have food with them. In 1934, in Bhubaneswar, in Odisha, Gandhi asked them people to come to have dinner with them. People came in the evening, but they said, Gandhi, we cannot eat with them. So Gandhi has written, the Indians are ready to face the bullets of the British, but unable to eat with untouchables. It was so hard in that country. So, in brief, I just like let you know, the first thing that I did, I invented a technology, like very simple. There are 2 pits, one used at a time, and others kept standby. The first is full, switch over to another one, and the first one, after 2 years, becomes manure fertilizer. Just see the fertilizer. After that, you can also smell if you like. I smell for you. This is human skita, human feces in my. There's no smell. There's no smell. You can smell yourself. Also no problem. So just see how this is a magic. The human skita gets converted to manure without any bacteria changes, nothing. Only the bacteria present in the soil that covers women's skater. So this technology is very simple, affordable, appropriate, and it requires only 1 liter water to flush. The device is like this. There is no gas pipe, so gases are absorbed in the soil. So it helps to prevent the global warming and the climate change. So this technology can help 2.4 billion people on the planet who have no access to safe and hygienic toilets. It can also help a country like USA in rural areas. I have been told that in rural areas in America, you have no sewer system, the septic tank system. And this technology is better than septic tank. In septic tank, costly in construction, also the maintenance, and the day you have to clean, the remains, decomposed sludge, raw human skata, and water. So you can clean only by machine, and the day you clean, you cannot use as a fertilizer. You have to keep somewhere else for further decomposition for 2 years. So this technology can be used in this country also. Before study, I was talking to the Consul General of India in New York, and he said, why not you try here also in rural areas? So this technology has helped that now women go to toilet with safety and dignity. Earlier, those who are from India must have heard the story. They had to go before sunrise or after sunset, and they had to face a lot of problems: a snake bite, a scorpion bite, attack by animals, sometimes attacks by humans also. The rape cases used to happen. Now the women go to toilets with dignity. The girls go to schools now. Recently, I was in my school, middle school. In class 7, what I found, there were 14 boys and 24 girls, only because the toilets are available. We have got converted all the bucket toilets cleaned by untouchables. There are about 1 billion untouchables according to 1961 census. Now we have given them vocational training to earn their livelihood. While cleaning night soil, they used to earn only $5 to $6. Now they earn about $300 to $400 per month. And I also help them to go to temple, to take bath in the pond, to Ganga bath also, to go to temple to worship deities, which are not allowed to them earlier. And while doing so, now they go the same family to sell papadam, noodles, pickle, where they used to call untouchables. Now they do facial of women in the family, and I ask them that when you return, to just twist the cheek of your clients, the madams. So they ask, why do you do like this? And they say, Hon'ble has said to do like this because this was the same house. I used to come and call untouchables. You used to give me food from above, water from above. Now what has happened now? That you are now share food with me and you gave me a face to make a facial for you. So this situation has changed. But without violence, without agitation, without turning books of Vedas, Puranas, who took independence of Cuba, he went to India in 1959 and he gave his speech in Delhi. And he said, to feed hungry people, we can resort to violence. But he hastened to add that, but I don't endorse my views, because if the oppressed will change the oppressor, oppressor will change the oppressed, and this will continue. This will not end. So I endorse the views of Mahatma Gandhi of non-violence. And only by non-violence we can change the society, we can bring peace in the society. So he endorsed the views of Mahatma Gandhi. So what I have done, I have not acted against anybody. I have not spoken a single word against anybody. And peacefully, one by one step by one, now they have been totally free from scavenging. Now the public toilet was non-existent in India. I am from Bihar. Those who have, maybe somebody from Bihar is there. So, Municipal Corporation of Patna asked me, so I will give you money for the construction, I will give you land, but not for the maintenance. So you charge from the public, I have to maintain the public toilets out of the proceeds. It was unheard in India that people will pay for the use of toilets. In 1878, an act was made the British time in Bengal to maintain public toilet on paid basis could not work. And there was a joke in Patna going around, now we'll pay for that. What? No, for that. So so people used to joke, who will pay for your toilets? The first day, 500 people came to the toilets. And at the time of 10 paise small coin in India. And now 20 million people in the toilets every day throughout the country. And the system has been accepted. And those who are here want to do work in India, this is a good revenue model for you. If you want, you can do business in India. You can get constructed, you can maintain public toilets, you can get revenue from there. We have done in Kabul, Afghanistan, 5 toilets we have built, and so good. Now just a war-torn nation, a poor nation, people are paying for the use of toilets. We have done in Africa also, South Africa, we have done Cape Town, Durban, Joburg. The technology developed by us, I've shown you, China, Bangladesh, Vietnam, all have adopted the technology. So that way, also we have done the recycling of human waste. A public toilet, what we say is, with no sewer line, and it is not for individual toilet, like housing colonies, high-rise buildings, schools, colleges, hospitals, don't get constructed septic tank. The septic tank will get nothing. You have to clean after 2-3 years again for further use. So you have a biowaste digester. Again, there is nothing, no bacteria, no pathogens. And after 30 days, you can get biogas. That biogas can use for burning land, cooking food, warming bodies. You can convert into energy for street light. From 2,000 people, you can supply street light up to 12 kilometers. And the water discharge, this is the water, can somebody give me? This is the water from public toilet. Can you believe this? It has nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. On the one hand, it should be used as a fertilizer. But if you want to discharge river bodies, like Ganga, Jamuna in India, there is no chance of pollution. So that technology if you use, also in America also, I showed to Prime Minister of India that, sir, better to have this technology and you can treat your water from public toilet and housing colonies, high-rise buildings. So this technology is also very welcome. And in Kabul, all 5 public toilets, we have installed the biogas plant. And temperature went down in 2007, temperature went down to minus 30 degrees Celsius and worked very well. It still functions very well. So this is also suitable for cold climate also. So that way, the technologies I have discussed with you. Now, Government of India also has installed about 60 million toilets in the houses and other countries also. Now the Prime Minister of India has given a deadline, a fixed target to end the practice of open defecation by 2019. I have told the Prime Minister that if you want to do this, it is possible in 1 year also. We have 6,46,000 villages. So if you train one boy in a village, and that boy can work as a change maker, can motivate, educate, implement and follow up. And if he gets built 20 toilets in a month, 240 in a year. If you multiply by 6 lakhs 46,000, it comes to 15 crore, 150 million. You need only 70 million toilets now, so that we can achieve that target. The only thing is that we have to give a loan from the bank, or this CSR, the companies come forward. We are working with 97 companies in India, and they are giving money, and they work as a resource mobilization, monitoring and supervision. One company is Airtel, which has taken whole district of Ludhiana. They have completed. They have taken Amritsar also. They have taken. So that way, CSR companies also can come forward. I can help the Prime Minister to achieve that target. We have seen the film, so I don't want to go in detail to all these things. But I have done the work of philanthropy and charity also. God has helped you to help someone. And I started the work from 500 rupees, the government gave me. And from there, whatever money is saved, we also give money for in the districts, for education to the people, for marriages, for education, and must have seen the widows of Vrindavan. So we give them money for their food, and now we are helping them. What I say, if a wife dies, man can marry again, and he enjoys full life. The husband, the moment husband dies, she loses everything. Only waiting to die for her whole life. She cannot smile, cannot laugh. She has to wear only white clothes, no good food. In the own family, they become inauspicious. At the time of marriage, they are not allowed to be present on the occasion. So we are changing that attitude of Indians in India. And I say, mothers and sisters, and how we can do like this. Now I have helped them, and they play color festival, the Holi, and celebrate Deepavali. Widows can touch colors in India nobody can think of. I have done them. So I say, maintain better traditions what you have. But why to continue these type of bad traditions which were continuing from century to century? So that the young generations have to come forward. I say to young people that look, you have to come forward and you have to change those traditions. They are not good for the society. And they are, who are they? Our mothers and sisters, none else. So that way also we are doing this campaign in India. And what is important, that God has helped you to help someone. And we have a number of stories. You must have heard yours also. I don't want to go in detail all these things. So what is important, that if you help one person also, that can certainly help the society. So we are spending money for philanthropy also, the charity also. One boy, I helped him, I have helped 100 more than boys for study. One boy came to America and for study, and now he is making, what do you call this app? Mobile app. And mobile app he now is making. क्या company के नाम उसका है?
Sir, Cube 29.
And now he has become a multi-millionaire. So just and why?
26, Cube 26.
And why he was just 8 when his father brought to me, he said he's very meritorious, but I have no money to give him money for education. Can we help him? I guess yes, I will help him. And now I'm just quoting his name. His name is Saurabh. Sometimes he may come before you also one day. I will tell him. So that's just see. So by helping one boy, so I have helped many people. Marriage purpose also, education also. There is a case, there are many cases. Was okay, just stop. Okay, just I will stop now. Okay, stop. I'm going to stop now. So just one case I'm telling you. I have many 100 cases like this, but one I'm telling you. A lady was suffering from fever. Shetty were here. And everybody said, now similar survive. And doctor said, maximum 6 months. I went to doctor personally myself. I said, Doctor Saab, tell me, what is the percentage of her life after operation? He said, I can't give you guarantee, but 10% chance maybe that she will survive. I said, why don't try 10%? And now, after operation 95, now till today she is alive and she is working very well. That way, everybody in my office said, no, why are spending a billion rupee on the operation, should not survive and this and that. I said, humanity is the best thing in the so have to. Now, Punit asked me to stop my story of 5 decades, so I just stop here now. If you have some questions, later on I will answer you. But before that I can, now just see, those who are from West Bengal, this water from the arsenic area I developed from pond and the well. And this water is sold 50% per liter. Those who are suffering, have been suffering from the arsenic diseases, all cured. And for the first time, the government of West Bengal trying from 82, 83 to find a solution. They have somehow found some solution, but we have this pond and this from this well. So that way we can give employment. I asked Prime Minister also that we can give, you talk about employment. Employments are many. This is 1 rupee per liter water we are selling in Delhi. So, but I asked boys and girls that look, Sulabh is a charity organization, philanthropy. We cannot go for business. But you come to for the business. You come forward. Because you have to, unless you do business, you cannot help society. Charity cannot continue. Donation can continue for a longer period. So you young people come forward. I will not do business because this is a philanthropy organization, charity, but you come. I have developed for you. You can take this technology, sell and do work to society, and you can help the society also. That way I am thankful to all of you. Again, I will give you thanks later on, but before that I conclude and say I am thankful to all of you who have taken trouble to come here. I was, when I was coming from Washington DC, with Shailesh, I was wondering where we are going. So he said we are going to somewhere, Bombay. What is hotel?
Tandoor. Bombay Tandoor.
Bombay Tandoor. I said, Bombay Tandoor, how far away from here? I thought it was inside the Washington DC. He said, no, it is away from here. But after that, come here. It's a very good place, very beautiful place. I think good to the Madam again, Rani Burma. And with these words, I thank all of you again. Thank you.
First thing is, when I landed, I had the whole Sulabh Parivar visiting me at the airport. So I felt like a royalty or a visiting Prime Minister. That's the kind of royal welcome I got, and thank you to Dr. Pathak. It was, with such warmth and love. And when you see how we start Sulabh in the morning, is everybody sings together the prayer and they sing the song. And that shares the value of Sulabh and Dr. Pathak's hard work and vision. And that's the reason why it's such a unique and incredible story and journey, and I'm very proud to be very much part of it. And I'll tell you what's my play in this very clearly. As India is growing, and Prime Minister Modi's vision is to do Swachh Bharat, my goal is to work with the US companies who are based in India to allocate resources to build these toilets, so that story which he said, the little girl or the mother or the pregnant woman doesn't have to walk in the night or at any hour. Imagine going to the bathroom there. It's so treacherous and dangerous, so they can really walk across, and it's such a peace of mind. It's a simple thing, and that's what we're trying to do here, is promote the Swachh Bharat, Mahatma Gandhi's dream, Prime Minister Modi's vision, and the first Prime Minister who has talked to President Obama about toilets.
Yes.
Like, who does that? And Dr. Pathak is a great partner in making sure this is done. And now I know you all are waiting for the most important moment, but I do want to recognize Dr. Pathak said that he's done work in Afghanistan. And I know we United States, American and citizens are very proud of our relationship with a great country that's Afghanistan, and I'm honored that we have somebody from the Embassy of Afghanistan. Ambassador Mohib was in New York, and I'm glad Mr. Katawazai just came especially for this event, and I'm glad, sir, you are here. Now we're going to be unveiling the book. So as a great partner to the United States and India, I will request Mr. Katawazai to be here. I'm going to request Matt Ames, the chairman of Fairfax County. I know Barbara Comstock is stuck, but I would request Matt Ames to be here as we unveil the book. I'm going to request my friend Adapaji, who's the head of BJP here, to come, including my friend Seva, which my friend Damodardas does. And I want to recognize my friends in the back whose families have dedicated their life in serving the country. My friend Rajesh and his wife are at the back. They're both kids serve the nation, and I'd like you to do the unveiling second time. And Mr. and Mrs. Malhotra, whose son Sam Malhotra recently served the governor of Maryland as chief of staff. Please, I request 5-6 people to come here. Adapa Saab, Katawazai, Matt Ames, Barik Saab, Auntie, do please come, and also.
हाँ सर आप भी सर साथ विराम मांग रहे हैं
That's fine. Have a way of fitting in. As you all know, Matt Ames is my chairman.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay, I'm here now. And Harsharup ji, I missed out Harsharup ji. Is that good enough? I think we have, please, and we'll have personal signature from Dr. Pathak here. Please have a seat. I have another special moment for you to share from, please, I will give you the books, I promise you. The allocated ones, and I know, Mrs. Batra, I cannot forget you. You will be done. Please have a seat. Give me 5 minutes more. And I do want Dr. Pathak to share the story of how he got the inspiration to do this book. So please bear with me for 5 or 10 more minutes. And I really appreciate that. And before that, I'm going to give my friend and chairman of Fairfax County Republican Party, Matt Ames, to say a few words.
Yes, let's give Punit a big round of applause. It may not be Indian tradition, but certainly American tradition. Punit's my good friend, and I know he worked hard to put this together. He's very proud of having everybody here, and I'm very proud that Punit's my friend. So thank you all for doing that. I would just like to say that on behalf of the Fairfax County Republican Committee, we would like to present, unfortunately, due to inefficiency on our part, we do not have the actual presentation to make, and I apologize for that. But we do have a special award, a presentation that we would like to make to Dr. Pathak when it's ready, and Punit will take care of that, and we will pass it on. Before I pass the microphone back to Punit, I would like to say that I'm very delighted and thrilled and honored to be here. And Punit probably doesn't know this, but I have a long-standing interest in development issues around the world. I've never been to India, but I grew up in Latin America because of my father's job. And this was in the 1960s primarily. And I remember my earliest memory is of driving on a Bolivian road, which was more potholes than road, in the rain, going around the mountains with my father driving and having a flat tire 50 miles from anywhere. Another memory is of someone coming to our door and knocking and asking for bread. Now, my mother was a Lutheran German from South Dakota, and in South Dakota, you turn away people who knock on your door and ask for bread. I don't know what the practice is in India. I suspect that it's a little different. But the point is simply that I've always wished that we could do more to solve the problems around the world, and I'm grateful that I've come to a point in life where we are seeing so much change around the world. Much of it is because of the kind of work that Dr. Pathak is doing, whether it's in Africa, in Latin America, which is in so many changes, and in India as well. So I just think it's wonderful, the work that he's doing, and I'm delighted to be here tonight to honor him. Thank you very much for this opportunity today.
With 4 congressmen today, he met with Congressman Morgan Griffith, he met with Tom Garrett, and he met with Congressman Amy Bera and Ted Yoho. These are 3 congressmen who serve on the Foreign Relations Committee, which is very important for the US-India relationship. And Morgan Griffith, who requested Dr. Pathak to share a white paper of his technology, which can be used in Virginia. That's the beauty of innovation. That is the synergy between these 2 countries. And that's, each one of us is an ambassador. I really, really appreciate, and I know I have missed my friend Sandeep Tulli, who's at the back, and Dr. Bhandari, who's also, Mr. Bhandari, who's at the back. But I request you all, I would want Dr. Pathak to share his inspiration for 5 more minutes before we head for dinner. But then you can sit down with him, have him sign and autograph the book to you. And I would really, really appreciate, and then you can have a private picture with him, because this is a special moment. This is for Prime Minister Modi, strong US-India relationship, and his lifelong work with his lovely wife and the Sulabh Parivar, and I'm part of that proud Parivar, to really make this a reality. And we need everybody's support. Dig into your heart and dig into your thing to promote this cause. And I know everybody's kind of getting anxious. Mrs. Kalotra, I promise I'll come to your next event. Dr. Pathak's inspiration, what made him do this to make this into a legend? So the making of the legend story. Sir, please.
I have endorsed the chairman's views. Solve the problems of the world. Whatever is possible. At the forum of Gandhi. And Gandhi used to say, 1 ounce of action is more important than tons of knowledge. And what President said, John F. Kennedy, not ask the country has done for you. You ask, you have done for the country. So I don't say that certainly everyone presented here should try to help the society, to solve the problems of the society. Now, sir, on 15th of August, on 2014, I saw the Prime Minister of India, Honorable Shri Narendra Modi unfurling the flag of independence from Red Fort. And he talked about sanitation, keep India clean, make India clean, provide toilets in all the houses. He was sorry why women still go outside for defecation. They feel a lot of problems, hardships. Schools had no toilets. So he ordered to provide toilets in all the schools of about 450,000 schools in India. And in 1 year it was completed. So that reminded me about Gandhi. Gandhi was the first person in India who talked about sanitation, cleanliness and toilets. And he said, I want independence later on, clean India first. Can you imagine? A person fighting for the independence of the country had so much importance of sanitation. So what I have found in Modi ji, the second Gandhi, that he has talked about sanitation, cleanliness, and that made me, that inspired me to write this book. That day I decided, now this man will, like Gandhi, will inspire Indians, and he will wonder to hear from me that now it has changed the minds of the people of the country, and everybody is talking about not to make dirty, to keep India clean, in whatever way possible, in schools, colleges, everywhere. Just I say one small incident. I was coming from Udaipur by plane. The reporter of some news TV, and he was after having a drink, he was holding can in his hand. So his daughter came from behind and took out the can and gave to air hostess. I started smiling, and that said, no, she does like this. She's 7 years old, and in a family, if somebody throws somewhere or everything, she keeps in the dustbin and says, if you do like this, Modi will see. Can you imagine? A girl of 7 years has this impact of Modi's advice of cleanliness. trickled down. So now, because of that, Modi ji is trying hard to bring back the synthesis of culture which India had during Mohenjo-daro apartheid. So credit goes to him, and this inspired me to write this book. It took him about to collect facts 1 year and to write for 2 years. So from there, from July 15, I started writing, and on 2017, on 12th July, it was released by Honorable Mohan Bhagwat ji, who is the Chief of the RSS, and Ahmad Shah ji, he is the Chief of BJP in India. So they both released this book. So this is how I got inspiration from writing the book. I consider after Gandhi, he is the person who is talking about toilets, sanitation, every time. And what Punit ji said, I just repeat that when he came to America, he talked to the President of America, Barack Obama, about toilets. No Indian Prime Minister would have talked about toilets. He went to Australia, he went to China, Shanghai, he went to South Africa. Wherever he goes, he never forgets to talk about sanitation in the toilets. And this inspired me to write this book. From childhood, you see, go through the book, from his childhood, I've written about how his journey, then his RSS, the BJP, the Chief Minister of Gujarat, and then Prime Minister of India. And the most important thing I can tell out to you, that corruption in India is going to die. If you go to Delhi now, if you go to the office of Modi, he is such an honest person himself.
He's honest. Very honest.
Yeah, he is honest himself. So if you go to Delhi, the price of Delhi has gone down. Earlier, it was coming up and up and up. If you go today, how much? 10 rupees per yard. And then after a few days go, 20 rupees. Earlier. Now, so subsidy on the LPG gases and many things. So I think he is doing wonder and about sanitation and cleanliness. So this inspired me to write this book about him. Thank
you. Because not only Afghanistan is a great ally to the United States, but it's a great partner to India. And earlier today, we had people from the Mohajir movement and from the Baloch movement who were speaking and are inspired by Dr. Pathak's work. And I would again request everyone now, whoever hasn't taken a picture, would like to take a picture. I know we have a signed copy for some of the people who have been nominated, who are part of it. I promise, as Dr. Pathak says, this is Prashad. He said we'll get it to everyone, but give me some time and your numbers, we'll get it across to you. And I do want to say Anurup is here. He helped me with this thing, and I know Mahi is here. And I would like you all to come and take a picture with, of course, Dr. Pathak sir. But I understand you all have a working day tomorrow. We'll start the dinner. And Rani Auntie, let the gates flood open. And thank you everyone for making this possible, because nothing is possible without the support of the community. I'm humbled by the leaders, Harsroop Singh ji, Dr. Banik, and everyone who's here for their dedication in making this community very thriving. I hope Barbara Comstock can make it. If she cannot, Matt Ames and I will convey this great event. But we still had a great inroads today with 4 congressmen, and Dr. Pathak was able to convey Prime Minister Modi's vision, the US-India relationship, and most importantly, Trump's successful South Asia policy. Hanji sir.
Actually, I forgot to mention you. We have one village, name of Honorable President Donald Trump, and the village called Donald Trump village. And we have got toilet installed in all the houses. Every house has a toilet. And that village has become so famous, you just ask, I want to go to Trump village. From Delhi, you can tell you can go like this. It is very popular in India, the Trump village. And this is very important. I am not talking politics. So leave as politics, I am telling you. A reply, a journalist asked from a Muslim woman in the village that Trump is against the Muslim. And she replied, no, he is not against the Muslim, he is against the violence. can you imagine a lady, a Muslim lady, a rustic lady, replying this? So he is so popular in India, Lord Trump, that we have the village there in his name, and we will find very popular.
Well, thank you all, thank you. And I would request everyone to take a picture with this special godly man, and I'm honored to get to know him. Please.
I would really like Ahmad Shah Katawazai to say a few things. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Take a picture with you.
I'll get it done.
Excuse me.
From World Bank, she's here. Prashanti, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me
Don't worry, I'm sitting here. Sir, एक बार इधर भी. Sir, एक बार इधर भी. I'm honored. Thank you. I have few ladies before you. With due respect.
I will.
अच्छा हाँ कोई गल नहीं I called your husband almost so I called him up and then I have people waiting for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay, one second.
Excellent.
प्याले देखो तो न देखा जाए, देखे बिन भी रहा न जाए. थैंक यू.
तो आपने जैसे बोला है तो मैं तो पंजाबी हूँ, मुझे पंजाबी आती है. इसके बारे में मेरे ज़हन में एक बात आ गई है. कहते इश्क इश्क तो कर दे सारे, इश्क से बड़े दूर है डेरे, सच्चे दिल नाल जे प्यार करिए तो एक को आशिक बतेरे.
आप ही बोलो सर एक कोई आप ही.
आपके
गीत गा दो आप.
नहीं गीत तो
सर ये भी एक्टर है सर ये.
अच्छा इसने गा दिया. अच्छा
कलाकारी ही करते हैं, लेकिन गाना शौक जरूर है, लेकिन बाथरूम नहीं. तो लेकिन थैंक यू सो मच सर. और आपकी यादें आपने अभी तक रखी हैं, इसका मतलब यही है कि आपको बहुत प्यार मिला और हमें भी बहुत प्यार मिलता है जब हम अपनी इंडियन कम्युनिटी में जाते हैं और हमें बहुत ज़्यादा प्यार मिलता है. हमें ऐसा लगता है हम अपने घर ही आ गए और हमारा घर ही है, हमारा दूसरा घर है. और मैं समझता हूँ कि ये मोहब्बतें, ये प्यार अगर बढ़ता रहे इसी तरह तो कोई मसला ही ना हो किसी भी हवाले से. और मैं समझता हूँ कोई मसला नहीं है दिलों में ही कुछ नाचाकियाँ हो जाती हैं, लेकिन शरारत करने वाले शरारत करेंगे, प्यार करने वाले प्यार करेंगे. थैंक यू सो मच सर. थैंक यू.
जाओ छोड़कर के दिल भी भरा नहीं, अभी तो आए हो बाहर बन के छाए हो. हवा जरा महक तो ले, ये दिल जरा महक तो ले.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.